வெல்கம் பேக் டு தி எம்ஆர் அகாடமி. இது மாணவர்களுக்கான தளம் மட்டுமல்லாமல் வேலைகளுக்கான தளமாகவும் மாற்றமடைந்துள்ளது. உங்களுடன் நான் சி சக்திகுமார், எம்எஸ்சி பிஎட் பிஜி அசிஸ்டன்ட் இன் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ். In this video, we are discussing about the 12th standard computer application subject, chapter 9, connecting PHP and MySQL. வாங்க நம்ம இப்போ வீடியோக்குள்ளே போகலாம். Next, chapter number 9, connecting PHP and MySQL. Using in this lesson, that means the concepts of this lesson related to program, we have two ends are there. Related to software development, two ends are there. One is front end, another one is back end. Front end is directly gives to the user. User can see, user can access, user can handle, user can do anything through the front end. All the accessibilities are there. And for the back end, user can't do anything. If user gives the data using front end, and what are the activities they are doing with the front end, all the data and manipulations are done to the back end. We are using from front end, but all the impact goes to the back end. That back end is, it is called backend, database. If suppose we are going to a shop, you are collecting some food items like rice and vegetables and soap and sugar, like all the in those materials names and quantity and price are there in the software in list out. If they are generating the bill, if the sugar is in hand 10 kg means they are, suppose example, they are giving to us 2 kgs means, and remaining things, what quantity is there inside the shop, only 8 kgs. This data will maintain on the back end. If we are trying to generate the bill, sugar, if we are making the bill for the sugar means the sugar is what in hand, that will be have, and what we are generating, the what quantity we are generating the bill, that's also mentioned, and automatically detects what we are selling and what in our stock, right? With the help of backend, it's possible. All the shops, all the bill generation shops are like this. All the data are maintained with the help of database. Those database automatically can perform this kind of activities. Because of manual process, we are systemized. Then how can we maintain in a manual? For the purpose, we are systemized, softwareized. Software will maintain all the things. Just we are enter the data. Just we are the data entry persons. All the others will be maintained by the software backend. Okay, the database. Here we are, how we are developed the software and how will be used. Here we are the programmer. We are creating the software. For the purpose, we are already designed one front end, right? Now we connect with the backend, because of without connectivity of front end and back end, the data maintenance is not possible. Right? Just imagine one thing. If there is no connection on the shop with the database software, they are issuing the bill 2 kgs for the sugar. After that, what quantity is there? If the connectivity is not there, means they are issuing the bill, they are issuing the sugar, but what in stock, we don't know. Suddenly one time, there is not stock in physically, that is not mentioned in the software. Well, if suppose the connectivity is not there with the backend, on the case we are using this. So first we make the connection between front end and back end. For the purpose using this lesson we are going to discuss. And for this backend is a common name and database is a common name. What software we are going to use for this database creation and database manipulations? Means here we are using MySQL software for the purpose of creating databases and manipulating the database with the PHP. And it's a numerous growth, data maintenance, manipulations, autonomously, without any support, autonomously it will be maintained. All the features are available in relational. What is the features are there in RDBMS, relational database, and already we are discussed in third chapter. Relational database such as softwares are MySQL, Oracle, IBM DB2 and Microsoft SQL Server, etc. These kind of softwares. And what are the things to manipulate the software? Means we can create and we can insert the data and select the data, update the data and delete the data. These are the very important manipulations using database, right? And what kind of code we are creating for the connectivity, that should be we see in this lesson chapter, right? Under the statements, programmatically how can we create the connection and how can we insert the data, like those things. First of all, we need to create the connection. MySQL function in PHP, all the connectivities that will be converted as a default inbuilt function. Just we are call the function with some value, that's enough. System will be make all the other arrangements, right? Connectivity and executing SQL queries. We have queries also. MySQLi extension in PHP scripting language, which gives access to the MySQL database. It is MySQLi extension is just introduced in version 5.0.0, that extension. And that MySQLi extension contains what are the things? Have some of the function. Using MySQLi extension, we use some of the PHP function for the handling MySQL. And what are that? Management connectivity, database connectivity management is MySQL _ connect function. First of all, connect. MySQLi close. After processing the close. MySQLi query. First of all, first function is used to connect front end and back end. Our PHP and MySQL connect. Close. Terminate the connection. MySQL query. All the other insert, delete, update, create, all the other manipulation process and will be executed by the MySQLi query. Just remind it. create, insert, update, delete. These are the queries. These are the queries for the MySQL, not for PHP. We connect with PHP all the queries with the help of this function to the PHP. Just understand everything. And database connections. First of all, we need to create the connection between PHP and MySQL. That's the thing here. What is the function is used? MySQLi_connect function is used for the making connection between the PHP and MySQL. Syntax MySQLi_connect. That's a function name. Server name. PHP is one of the server-side scripting language. Server we must use. In this case, we are using our board system consider as a server. We will convert as a server, reacting as a server. But server name is a must. And username. We are giving a username and a password. And what is the database? Which database we are going to connect and manipulate. That database name also given here, right? And managing database connections. And already we are giving some of the arguments: server name, username, password, and what the things we are. It's a syntax only. What the things we are going to do? Give. See this again. Managing database connections. First of all, it's a connection data. First of all, server name. Our local system will be considered as a server, so that we are giving local host as a server name. Within the double quotation, we will give the local host. This is mentioned our using system is when we are going to execute this program, our system will consider as a server, right? That's why here we are giving local host. Username, we can set the username, and password, we can set the password for the purpose of secure the database. And DB name, school DB, let's say any other, we can mention the name. And connection, MySQLi connection means it's a variable name. MySQLi connect, here we are going to connect. Localhost is saved on the server name variable, and username is going to be saved on the username variable. Password is also going to be saved on the password. And school DB, the database name, is also stored on the DB_name. That should be mentioned here. And if not connection unsuccessful, what is the meaning? We are generating the connection here. Connection, we are using connection variable and MySQLi_connect. If the connection is not successfully established, means not working properly, means that connection, it will be failed message given by the system through the die function. Connection failed. It's a message. It will be gets from the MySQLi connect_error. Where the error is there, when we are going to connect, if there is any problem for the connection, that will be through from the MySQLi_error. The message is connection failed through the die function. Suppose no problem, the connection is established successfully. That means echo, that means that the if condition is false and the echo message is displayed. That means connected successfully. That message will be displayed. And here server name, they are mentioned. Server name, localhost, or otherwise, suppose we are connecting with remote system, other server means that particular server IP address should be given here. And username, everyone creating database On that case, they are giving username and password for the purpose of securing the database. Unauthorized access, to avoid unauthorized access. For that purpose, username, database server username we can given, and the password, database server password we are given, and database name. What database we are going to be use, connect. That should be given here, right? Next, performing queries. The main goal of MySQL and PHP connectivity is to retrieve and manipulate the data from SQL database server. The main purpose of this connectivity, first of all, storing the data, retrieving the data, and manipulate some of the process based upon our requirement. So these things we need to use. For the purpose, we are creating connection, and after that performing all the queries. For the purpose, we are using MySQL query. That function will be used for execute all the queries through PHP. All the MySQL query with PHP. MySQLi query function is PHP function. The syntax is MySQLi underscore query. Within the double quotation, we will store the object. That means what the query we are stored on one of the objects. Some of the objects. Suppose create means create student. Create database student. Like that will be stored on a object. That will be mentioned here. And SQL query is mentioned here. Next argument. Here they are mentioned an example. First we are making the connectivity. MySQLi connect and localhost and other. And first of all, creating connectivity with the student DB with the help of a localhost and my username and password. After that, select using select query. Select student name, student age. The two field only we are select from the student table. Select is a query name, student age is the field name of the existing table, from which table student is the table name. So we are selecting two fields, that means student name and student age, from student, that is the table, and comma, that means it's the end of the statement of SQL. That statement is going to be stored on the SQL variable, that means object, and then now execute that particular variable. Now just create the query using a select student name, and that will not execute. Using MySQL underscore query function, we can execute this query. The query is stored on that SQL object. First of all, MySQLi underscore query function, we have two arguments are there. One is for connectivity, another one is query. CON is connectivity object and SQL is query object. And next topic is closing function. After the completion of the process of manipulation of data, we must close the database. This is will maintain the healthy transactions and smooth transaction. So for that purpose, MySQLi underscore close function is used in PHP. The syntax is MySQLi underscore close and connection object is there. Example, connection. First of all, creating connection, and connect CON variable have the connectivity, and we can close that MySQLi underscore close. Inside of that argument, connection will be given and connection will be terminated using this function when we are executing the program. And example here, PHP and MySQL program, we are connecting these two, PHP and MySQL. First of all, creating server name, localhost, username we are giving some username, like directly we are given username, password, and DB name, school underscore DB. We are making connection here, MySQL underscore connect, all the specified server name, username, and password, and DB name. That should be converted with the object that will be stored on the connection object. First of all, connect will be checked with the MySQL underscore connect. If there is any error, means it will be show some the connectivity is failed. The message is showed with the help of MySQL underscore connect error. And the problem is not there, means goes to the SQL STMT statement, like we are giving a short form, it's a variable. We are creating a query, select star from my contact. Star means all the fields from the my contact tables, right? That will be stored on SQL statement, and the result MySQL underscore query. First of all, we are creating the query, and here the executing the query. And for the result, here executing MySQL through using MySQL underscore query, here executing with the connection and the query. After that, there will be stored on the result page, and first of all check with the rows. If rows, we are fetch all the rows one by one. Row equal to MySQL underscore fetch array. Fetch array means all the rows are gets from the table, student table, and then stored as an array, right? Because of more than one values are there. Okay, now echo ID is matched on the echo ID, means ID means the field name row ID. That means ID is one of the field name in the table. That should be printed here. And full name, gender, one by line, each and every one of the field is value is there on the table. That should be printed here. After finishing all the records are printed, then database connection will be terminated with the help of MySQL underscore close, right? Here it is, end of the lesson. This is end of this chapter from MR Academy. Please subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubt, comment in the channel, and share the video to your friends, and send your resume to this email ID, and Vanakkam.